Monstera, the big one, in a big pot. So I'm gonna go live because I can't just hold the story button. So I decided to go live. If anybody has any plant questions, I can answer them. Kind of. Here we go. So this is the pot it's going in. And here is the Monstera. I need to get a stick for it to hold it up. So these are most of my plants. Actually, it's about most of my plants. I got the rose bush over there. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fill it with dirt first. Make sure that the drain hole is out. So this one has a stopper. So I'm going to take the stopper out because we don't want the plant to fill and drain. Because these ones, the Monsteras, they like to be moist, but not soaked. This is why I don't have long nails. Fill it up as much as we can. And this plant has been getting a little bit too moist. You could tell by the way the roots look. There we go. See? Like it's not draining all the way. So that's why I'm gonna repot it. Put it in a bigger pot. So let's finish this, guys. This is a big pot. I think I might need more soil, actually, now that I look at it. So I want the roots to be able to have some room to grow. And hopefully save my little plant. So also one of my other favorite plants, one of my favorite plants is the snake plant. This plant I actually got, and I did a whole little photo about it because I got it from my aunt, and when I got it, it was barely hanging on. It was outside most of the time, and then she gave it to me. So I actually put it in my bathroom, and it's been doing really good in the bathroom. But I admit I haven't been watering it like I should. I should probably be watering it a little bit more. I should probably be watering it maybe once a week, and I've honestly been watering it maybe once every 2 weeks. So that's why it looks a little wilted, but they're really very resilient. So if you're thinking about getting plants and maybe you don't necessarily have a green thumb, I would recommend the snake plant because that plant is pretty resilient. Okay, so now I'm getting nervous. I'm just going to try to get some of this dirt out, the soil. And as I'm going, I can feel that it's still really moist in here. So I actually just bought a mister so I can start to spray my plants and not have to actually water them. Because sometimes if you just spray them, they do good and you don't need to do a full water. So what I want to do is, since this is like a medium-sized plant and I can feel that it's right on, the roots are like stuck. In the pot. And when a plant outgrows the pot, you can feel that the roots will be stuck onto the pot. When I got that snake plant from my aunt, it was extremely stuck. Okay, there we go. Gotta kind of be careful because this one, I should have a stick with it. Because these Monsteras are a little delicate. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna lift it so you can see. See how the roots are stuck? Almost like a square. And that's okay. You want to detangle the roots. Because the roots have been like literally growing in a, I guess you could say like a square shape in a box. So now, when you have a larger plant, you're going to go ahead and detangle those roots. See? How they're all curled up, twisted. And now they're going to grow. And if you pull some roots off, that's fine. This one's like wrapped around. All right, there we go. We center it in the middle. This root's really strong right here. Push it in. And then I'm going to fill up the sides of the plant as much as I can to support it. And I'm actually going to get, Tank's getting scared. I'm actually going to get a stick this time to support it. So I'm going to fill up. So bigger plants are always a little more challenging when you're repotting them because you don't want to break them. Most of the plants, if you do break them, it's okay. You could try to separate it, and then you'll just have two instead of one big one. If you are looking for plants to, what is it called? Propagation? If you're looking for plants to do that, I recommend the snake plant for that, and succulents. Succulents, you don't even have to put them in the water. You just have to basically throw their leaves. Did my phone just die? This one was literally a year ago, and look how much it's grown. Haters are gonna hate. Yes, haters are gonna hate. Definitely. So I need to fill this pot up some more before I plant this, because as you can see, it's a bigger pot, but I need more soil because the plant should be at least about here. We better ask about there. What do you think, JC? About here? Lower? Too low? He's a professional landscaper, so now I'm feeling like a little intimidated right now. Rub those roots. Okay, we'll have to open up the roots. Yeah, we definitely have to open up the roots and rub them. Okay. Stay lower. So if I go about here, that's too low, isn't it? Or no? All right. We got a professional landscaper in the building. There we go. All right. So let's fill it up. Okay. So we are going to detangle the roots again. So don't be scared. Like, a lot of people like plants, and when I asked, like, what do you guys want to learn, like 2 or 3 people said plants. I think some of us get really intimidated by plants, but really, like, I have not been able to keep a orchid alive. That was one that I have tried many times to keep living. Every time I do, I'm very unsuccessful, so I've kind of given up on orchids, but a part of me wants to go ahead and try to tackle that challenge again
If anybody has any suggestions on keeping orchids alive, I would love to hear about it. Just try and keep the plant in the center, move the soil around evenly. So if you are a beginner, I also recommend succulent plants. They're pretty easy to grow and they are friendly to not being watered too much. So if you forget about watering them, it's okay. Succulents do need water, but they can grow very good outside. Every time I bring a succulent in the house, they tend to die, so I leave my succulents outside. And JC was right. Right there, the plant looks great. Okay. So those were the 2 plants that I'm repotting today. If you guys have any more planting questions, I will try to answer them. Also, message me if there's any plants maybe you're thinking about buying and you want to know what soil am I using. I am using Miracle Grow soil from Home Depot. So I'm using the Miracle Grow soil, and I'm going to actually repot. Okay, so I found a stick for the Monstera plant right here, and I just use that like plant kind of tie stuff, and I just tied it up so it gives it a little bit more stance. But I really hope it does well in this new location because it's getting too big for the bathroom. So there we go.